Hello friends, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. In today's episode, we're going to start with a tour of Deep Space Nine. So, let's beam onto the station. You can do that several ways. If you click on Dock At, then you can beam onto the promenade. You can beam directly to Ops, or you can dock. So, since we're going to start the tour at Ops, let's beam directly to Ops. Okay, so here's Ops, and we beamed into the transporter pad. So if we go forward, and there's the main view screen, there's the central consoles. So let's start round to the left. So here's Cisco's office, looking directly at the view screen. And if we go over to the left, there's a door, but we can't go through it. Then there's a few of Cisco's models. There's the famous baseball. And a view out of the view screen. There's another door this side, but you can't go through it either. In here you'll find Captain James Curlin. Let's see what he has to say. Okay, so he'll give you a mission. Let's leave that for now because we're doing the tour. So if we go back outside and to the left, we have a random officer. We have bridge officer training. And we can sit down at any of the stalls. That's requisition bridge officers. There's a turbo lift to the promenade. We've got another door that we can't go through. There's the little Ops station thing that we've seen O'Brien messing about in some of the episodes. There's another door that we can't go through. There's the other turbo lift to the promenade this side. And there's the transport pad again. So in the middle here, we've got Commander Sarah Mina, who we spoke to in the last episode. And we got Lieutenant Commander Adrena Charles. And she gives you some missions as well. But we won't go into those now. So let's go down to the promenade because there's nothing left to do here. So let's go down to the promenade. Okay, so there's the turbo lift. Straight across from there is medical. And here's the bio bed where we can treat our officers if we've got injuries or injuries to ourselves. We've got the medical station there, we've got the computer access that we've seen Bashir sat at now and again. There's the medical stock cupboard. And we can't go through that door. Okay, so that's medical. So we come back out. And if we go to our right this time, we have some little seating areas. And through here is where if you dock, use when you use the option to dock, you'll end up here, and then you come out through the wheel doors onto the promenade. Across from there you have what looks like a fish tank, maybe, or just a window. And then we've got Garrick's clothing. Where you can, if I go around here, you can talk to the tailor, so you can change your outfit, obviously. And across from that is a mail access station, so you can access your in-game mail. If we come around, we've got the Klingon room, where you can talk to the weapon procurer and the weapon master to get weapons for your characters. If I just click on one of them, you can pick different standard common weapons. And if we come out, you've also got devices, so you can get hypos and power cells and things. And then we've got kits, where you can buy certain common kits and modules. So that's in there. And these doors over here don't open. So let's carry on round. Nothing that side. And here's another place that you may come in if you dock. So carry on round. And then we got the Omega Force office. And at the moment we can't talk to anyone. But it's where you used to be able to turn in mission rewards to get the special armor kits, like you can see she's wearing. And you get Klingon variants. And there's the Federation variants. You used to get those from Task Force Operations. So over here is another turbo lift, which can either take you to Ops or the upper level. We won't go there just yet. We've got a door, another empty door. And you'll recognise these display terminals from several of the Deep Space Nine episodes. They're dotted around everywhere. Then you've got certain shops on the promenade, like this one, where you can purchase things. So you could, in here, you can get a Bajoran jumbo stick. Over here is another mail terminal, where you can order food and drink from the replicator. Most of them are common things, but you got the occasional uncommon, and there's a rare. usually things like that you feed to your tribbles. So in here is a little room with just crates in it. So we'll come back out, and we got a commodities broker and a Consar broker. Commodities, so they're both commodity brokers in this room. And he gives you some information about some of the clusters and advanced and yeah, expanses and clusters. So he just gives you some information, and he will give you what calls seismic stabilizers and things like that if you need them, for a cost, of course, of your energy credits. So if we come back out, there's another turbo lift this side. And these are Alpha Quadrant outfitters, so it looks like there's another place. Now you can buy armour of different types depending on shields, so depending on what you want, but of course they're all personal, they're all common variations. So, and again the other one is the same. There's a door here that you can't go through. There's another access to the ship when you dock, or you can run in there and beam back to your ship. So where are we now? On this side is where the shipyard is in here, so you can manage your ship, get new ships, customize your ships, requisitions, equipment, all standard stuff like you get on the space dock. You'll repair the ship if you need to. There's a shuttle information person in here as well. Okay, and then across the hall from that is the bank, where you can store stuff that you don't want to carry around in your inventory. So this would be a good time for us to store some of this stuff that we want to keep, but we don't want clogging up our main inventory. So what else can we put in that? It's a special thing we'll keep. There's no point carrying that around. All that. All that. What were they? Admiralty ships, but I can't turn those in yet because we haven't unlocked Admiralty. These are shields and things that we want to keep, but we don't want to get rid of. Put the kit things in there as well. That's a special weapon, so let's put that there. We'll keep those. Got some contraband, we'll keep that. Let's just move these down there like that. So that's the bank, and that also gives you access to the account bank if you've unlocked the account bank. And across from there is the exchange, and here you can buy from other players bridge officers, commodities, recipes, personal equipment, shields, weapons kits, ships consoles, reward packs, duty officers. So if you're missing a duty officer for certain missions, and you're having a hard time getting them, you can try looking in the exchange and seeing if you can pick up any specialised ones that you need for missions. R&D materials, kit modules, training manuals, all sorts of things. And other players put them up in the exchange for you to buy it at price. So if I search for bridge officer, for instance, it gives you a list of bridge officers. It also gives you colour coding as to whether they're rare. And importantly, only show usable items. So if you turn that on, it will only show you things that you can actually use. So it tends to cut down on the amount of times that you buy something you want and realise you can't use it on your character, which does happen. Down the bottom tells you how many energy credits you've got to spend, and obviously if something is more than you've got energy credits, it will come up in red to say you can't buy it. But you can buy ships and all sorts of things in here. So let's go back outside. We've been in ships requisitions, so if we go over here, in here is the transporter room. So if you transport onto the station, you'll appear in here. And again, across from there is mail access, another replicator, and there's a trader over here. Let's see. So it looks like you can pick up some trade duty officer assignments potentially, and it looks like a lot of those will give you some gold press platinum. Where's that? So you need to get some gold press platinum to do this mission. Yeah, so that's what you need to start the mission, and that's the reward for the mission. So it looks like I can't do many of these. But you can use him, which is quite important, to haggle for things like incense, jovanite, tula berries, refined Ketracel white, etc. These things you need for some chained duty officer assignments that you come across in space. Parts 1 to part 6 or something of an assignment chain, and some of them require these things, and it looks like they've now put an officer or put a trader on the station for you to buy them directly, and it looks like you can sell them to him as well by doing a mission, and you can get rewards for that. Okay, so if you do have some spares once you finish those assignments and you don't do any more, it looks like you're able to now use them to get rewards. Okay, well, that's good to know, because one of my characters has got lots and lots of those that have just been sat in my bank doing nothing. Right, here's the security office where Odo used to sit. Then we have a Bajoran officer sat there at the moment. Right, so let's go back into the cells. So here we go, here's the cells that you quite often see Quark sat in, at least in the first few series. There's a security officer that lets you turn over contraband. Quite often, some of the duty officer assignments would give you contraband as a reward, and here you can turn it in, and you get 2,000 dilithium ore, which once you complete goes into your dilithium ore, which you can then refine. So that's a way of getting dilithium. You can transfer prisoners, and you can deliver defeated changeling to Starfleet security. So that's in here. And we've got an empty cell. Oh look, and there's a Ferengi already in there. Okay, so let's go back out again. Oh, got a bit of a rubber band there. Where are we going? This way. This way? No, not that way. Down this way. Okay, back out to the office. Back outside again. There's another turbo lift over here. And there's a Latinum exchange. So let's see what's in here. So during the winter event, when you collect all these things from the winter event, you can sell them for gold price Latinum. That's interesting. So if you have an abundance after the winter event of these things, and you can no longer buy things, then you can exchange them for gold price Latinum. I almost missed this lady over here. There's a Romulan ambassador. Thank you for talking to me. I'm an ambassador for New Romulus, and we are in need of aid. However, I'm afraid we can only use the aid from someone who's more experienced. You can access Romulan ambassador's mission to visit New Romulus when you reach the rank of Vice Admiral. Okay. So we're not at that level yet, so we can't interact properly with her. You can purchase Klingon food. So here's some Klingon food that you could buy and let your Tribble eat. Okay, we'll ignore that for a second on that side. This side we got the Bajoran Temple. So if we come in here. There we go, and at the end of the room is one of the orbs that they come to worship. Okay, so that's all that's in here. Right, and here's a Ferengi outside. Let's see what he's doing. He gives out a free Phoenix prize pack per day. And in the store, you can turn in the tokens to get various items. So if you get an epic token from the prize pack, you can buy a ship. Any one of these ships, one item per ticket. And then you can have ultra rare items. In here. And of course then you go down to very rare. So you can get some from very rare duty officers which you can add to your complement. And then there are kit modules and power boards and all sorts of things in here. Going down to rare. So you can unlock some weapons, the NX registry prefix, some special tribbles, shuttle, some emotes, So if you haven't got those emotes unlocked, you can buy those. And there are ship emotes as well now, and some badges. There's a few things in there that are worth getting. The emotes, before I forget, if you come down to your chat window and click on the little settings button here, you'll see you've got emotes. And if you click on the pin button there, it will pin it open. Otherwise, once you click on it, it will disappear. And all the ones in grey you don't have access to, but there are various places and missions that you can do to unlock those, although some of them are special ones which are only unlocked at certain times, or if you go to a Star Trek Online convention you will get a code to unlock some of the emotes and things, and some of them are special ones that you can't have access to. But all you do with the highlighted ones is just click on it, and your character will do different things. Can we always hit the wrong button? There we go. If we turn around and face character, we can do engage. Face palm. Hello. There we go. And things like that. So that's emotes. So if we click on the pin again, that will get rid of that, and we'll minimise that out of the way. Okay. So we're back to medical. So let's go in Quarks Bar, which is on this side. There we go. So this is Quarks Bar, as we've all recognised from the show. We've got Quark over here. Morn, still sat at the bar drinking. We've got a bartender, which you can buy some things from if you've got Latinum. You got some trophies as well you could buy, and some unlockable items in there. Over here we've got the dartboard that we often see O'Brien and Bashir playing at, and you can play darts yourself. Yay! Okay, if we don't get stuck and come around here, here's the Dubbo Table and Lita from the show, and you can actually play.
Spin the wheel and win.
Can actually play Dubbo if I click on play. There we go. I still don't really understand how you play it, but you place a bet and pick some numbers. You use your any energy credits or any gold press platinum that you already have, and you pick a slot and place a bet, and then if you win you get some gold press platinum. So that's one way of getting gold press platinum. There are some stairs around here that take you up to the next level, so you can overlook the Dubbo Table. You've got a couple of characters up here that will sell you certain drink items if you need them for anything. You can come out and have access to the upper promenade we'll come back to that in a second. There are some people around just talking, and then we've got another level upstairs, which is a bit dark up here, but there's another person that you can get drinks from. But that's pretty much all there is up here. So let's come down to here, and that's it for Quarks Bar, I think. So if we go out to the promenade, and we'll start up here. There's the Klingon vendor that we visited just now. And if we go, let's start over this side, because here's the memorial for fallen comrades. It should have the same names as the one that we visited during the Earth Space Dock tour that we did. So I'll just slowly scroll down here a second so that we can see if I'm going too fast for anybody, you can pause the video or come and have a look yourself is probably the best way to do it. Come and pay your respects. There we go. So let's go back and let's exit that. So if we carry on round this way, we have various turbo lifts around to take you back down onto ops. Now we have various spiral staircases dotted around that you can come up and down as well if you don't want to take the lift. There isn't too much up here. There's views out to the pylons. And some flags. There's nothing in the doors, so we'll keep going around. We do get some missions that we can play, which involves you. Oh, there's another turbo lift. Involves you going around Deep Space Nine and doing things. Another turbo lift. And here's someone we can talk to. Magato handler. And I can claim a companion. Right, let's start at the top, shall we? Hey there. You look like you could use a new friend. Who are you? Me? That's not important. In fact, why did you even ask? What am I offering? Now that is important. Opportunity, my friend. What I have here is a unique opportunity that's not for everyone. What are you offering? See that, Magato? Gentle as a Bajoran lamb, it is, and the cutest thing you see in this sector. But the poor thing needs a new home and someone to care for it. I have a feeling that you're just the person it needs. It loves back scratches and those little sparkly balls with the bells inside. Oh, and don't forget to feed it. Right, so 800-day veterans of Star Trek Online and those who have purchased a lifetime subscription can claim a Magato companion from this location. Okay, so I've got that then. So let's claim one. Congratulations and thank you for playing Star Trek Online, okay? Claim the companion. Okay. So if we exit, if I just move over here a second, now we got the companion. If you click on the inventory, you'll see that you've got a little companion pet. Let me move that over here a second. If you right click on it, changes protected status to on so that we don't lose it accidentally. If we go use, it beams in a little companion who will follow you around for a bit. So I'll leave him on there. You can also drag it to the hotbar so you can quickly activate it from the hotbar if you want it. And there are several companions that you can get throughout the game. You can get some cats and dogs that follow you around. And there are all sorts of other companion things like a what are they called? Oh, I can't think. The little robot things that follow you around. Okay, so that's the circuit of there. So we're back to Quarks Bar again. So we've been to the lower level and we've been to there. So here we are, back at Ops. So that concludes the tour of Deep Space Nine. I hope you enjoyed it. So what we'll do now is beam up to sector space and we'll go and start this episode, Spoils of War. So let's do that. Okay, not now, thank you. Let's beam up to sector space. And we'll click on the button over here to auto navigate. And off we go. Shouldn't take long. The Badlands is just over at the top here. So it'll be there shortly. There it is. Hopefully we don't get dragged to the Delta Quadrant and have to look for Voyager. Right, here we go. So let's begin Spoils of War, and off we go. We have arrived in the Badlands, sir. Our intelligence indicates that this is an area of heavy true-way activity. However, the plasma storms and gravitational anomalies interfere with our sensors. We will need to search the Badlands for signs of true-way occupation. I'm receiving a distress call. Acknowledged.
To any ships in the vicinity, I am under attack by a group of Cardassian ships identifying themselves as the True Way. Please, render assistance immediately.
Set a course for the freighter. Let's zoom out a bit. I'll put on impulse. Right.
Ship is under attack.
Let's take these fellas out. And this is the first time we've used the Galaxy class, because we only picked it up at the end of last week's stream. So we'll have to see how she goes. So got rid of one, let's take out the other one. There we go.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay, and that's the last one, simple enough. Right, let's hail the freighter.
Thanks for the assistance. I knew I never should have cut through the Badlands, but it takes weeks off my journey.
What happened?
Well, I was just hauling my cargo through the Badlands, and I passed some strange anomaly. I took a scan of it on my way by, and then a bunch of Cardassian ships appeared out of nowhere. They ordered me to surrender in the name of Gul Kardec and the true way.
What did you do?
My freighter is obviously no match for them. I tried to get away, but they disabled my engines. They were just about to board me, I believe, when you arrived. If you're looking for the true way, I would head for that anomaly.
Thank you. I'd recommend you repair your engines and exit the area. Right. Scan anomaly. Right, where is it? Where is it? Ah, that looks like an anomaly. So let's head over that way. Right, let's scan the anomaly.
You have fallen into our trap, and now you will never locate our base.
Ship is under attack.
Right, let's take this Gala class ship out.
Target's shields have failed.
Let's send a boarding party out and see if they can disable his weapons or shields. And there we go. Okay, let's scan the anomaly again. Oh. This anomaly appears to be some kind of tear in the fabric of the space-time continuum. It appears dormant, but I believe it could be widened to become a portal. I'm detecting traces of orb energy in the area. I believe I might be able to follow it. Hail Commander Sarah.
Sarah's here.
We have located a trail of orb energy. We are about to follow it. We could use some backup.
Acknowledged. I will be along in the Defiant shortly.
Thank you, Commander. Right, scan for orb energy. The trail appears to lead to that moon. Which moon? There's two. Which one? Must be this one with the orbital defences. So let's take
Ship is under attack.
these out. Let's see if we can take the weapons platforms out first, at least that nearest one. Because we don't want to we don't want them shooting at us while we're trying to take out the Gala-class ship. Let's put tractor in there. And take it out. Let's pick up that drop. We're going to get hit on the side from his warp breach. Never mind. Right. So let's go and take this platform out. Get a bit closer. There's two on this side.
Ship is under attack.
There we go. That's easy enough. Then we get the other one. There we go, we can just take those out with the phasers. There we go, right. Let's slow down a bit, and we'll scan the moon. Scans indicate this is a two-way moon base. I have located an appropriate place to beam in. Are you ready to beam down? Yes, I think so. Don't think there's anything else to do here. So let's beam down. It's already selected our away team, and we're happy to use those. So let's accept. Okay, we have transported inside the two-way base. I'm detecting orb energy coming from somewhere nearby. I'm also detecting a number of Cardassian life signs. Looks like we'll have to fight our way through to the orb. And also, we have to look out for the temporal probe. So let's go and find them. Picking up chronoton distortion. So that means that temporal probe is around here somewhere. Can't be far away.
Hostile parties have entered the base. All forces move to high alert.
See if we can see. Maybe it's below us. Don't think I missed it in the corridor. It's not hiding back here, is it? No. Okay. So it must be downstairs somewhere. So let's go this way. Right. Let's take care of these guys.
The orb is mine. You will never have it.
Shield losing power.
There's a couple more down here.
Personal shield losing power.
Oop. Okay, so we got those. Let's pick up that. Looks like a couple of my away team are have been knocked out. Let's go around this way. There's some crates blocking our way. Where is that temporal probe? Oh.
Enemy targets uncensored. Personal shield losing power.
Oh. Yeah, I knew it. Right, let's respawn. and go and try again. When you do die and respawn, your your away team members who are also knocked out respawn with you. So wherever they were before, they will respawn with you alive again. Okay. So we got those. There are several groups down here. So let's go around the corner. Let's see if we can take these out.
Personal shield losing power.
Let's collect. Collect that. And there's another couple of groups that we can deal with over here. Let's oh.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Where's our... Get out of the way. Let's use some of our abilities. We'll pick up that. And let's go and take out these. Anybody else?
Enemy targets on center.
There he is, he was hiding. So, my scans indicate that Gul Kadek sealed himself in his office, but I believe we can override the lockout at the security console on that podium. Acknowledged. Right, let's run over here. Oh, what did you do that for? Let's take that item. Now we can't get in there, but can we see the temporal probe in there? Is that? Ah, there it is. In there. Okay, so we need to unlock the door anyway. Let's go over to the console. Let's have a quick look outside. And let's also have a quick look at this ship that's up here. It's like a Cardassian shuttle. Okay. Right, let's go then. Let's go and get this key. Right, unlock door. Okay, so the door should be unlocked now, so we can go back and enter the office. So up here, we now have to do some shooting.
Greetings. I am Gul Kardec. This orb is the property of the Cardassian government. The true Cardassian government. The true way. And you can't have it. Guards! Fools, you will never defeat me.
Let's
Flanking damage detected.
use a couple of these abilities. Is there anybody else in here? No? Oh, got him. And he's escaped. Oh, there's a few more enemies here, right, so we've got that one. Let's just pick up that item. Right, now we have to download data and lower the force field, but before we do that, let's get this temporal probe. There we go, and we need to unlock it. Right, so we need to find the key. So, let's start then. Let's try number 1. Okay, so we know that number 1 is right, but in the wrong place. So it's not the second one. Right, so it's the third one. So let's go back to the first one. No. Right, so we need a 3 somewhere. So let's try 3 in the second spot. No, so I guess it must be the 4th slot needs a 3. Okay, so 3 and 4 are right. So now we've got 3 digits, so we need to find the second one. No. Let's try that. Key match, there we go, done. This temporal probe has been taking readings on the Bajoran orb of possibilities. I suggest that Nicole would try to find a way to use the orb to rewrite history. Now that's a disturbing thought. Shut down that probe. We salvaged some components from the probe. Take items. Focusing lens and targeting interface. Okay. Right, so that's the probe investigated. Now, let's... Which one is the download data? Let's download the data first.
Dear Kardec, you can imagine my surprise to receive a message from you. I must commend you on the clever way you opened a pathway to our universe. We shall make good use of it, and you have our gratitude. If we can ever return the favor, let me know. Regarding that other matter you speak of, while we certainly share your detest for the Federation and are willing to assist you in opposing them in theory, there are certain territorial issues we will have to iron out before we feel comfortable committing military forces. Perhaps we can arrange a meeting in the usual place?
Yeah, so there's the mirror version of Lita. Let's download the message. And let's lower the force field. If I look in that direction, over here we should see that lower. No, don't see it lower, okay. Okay, then see the orb. Oh well. Retrieve. We have retrieved the orb of possibility. Sir, are you ready to beam up? Beam up. Okay. Sir, incoming hail from Commander Suresh. on screen.
We are approaching the Badlands. What is your status?
We've secured the orb. Gul Kardec has escaped. We're about to attempt to track him.
I will be along in the Defiant momentarily. And may the prophets smile upon you.
And on you, Commander.
Looks like I arrived just in time.
Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Let's put out some warp plasma. See if we can ensnare anybody in that. I'm shooting at that one. There we go. Let's pick another target.
Target's shields have failed.
Let's put a tractor on it. There we go. Let's get another one. Let's... oh! Take the item. And let's irradiate the plasma trail. And unfortunately we missed that interaction. Never mind. So follow the trail away from the moon, and looks like it's going towards the anomaly. Okay. Now we have to try and defeat it. Let's put on the tractor then. Let's beam. Let's do some warp plasma.
Left shield failing. Vault integrity below 75%.
Let's use that. Let's take the item. Select him as a target.
Rear shields failing.
Let's use that as well.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay. And got him. No, he's escaping. No! Scan the anomaly. Scans indicate that this anomaly has opened into a portal leading to the so-called mirror universe, parallel dimension adjacent to ours. Hold on. Sensors detect ships emerging from the portal. Shields up!
Those look like mirror universe ships.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh,
Target's shields have failed.
looks like he's tracted me as well.
Rear shields failing.
Let's eject some warp plasma and see if that makes any difference. If they fly through it, they get slowed down a bit. And yay, there it goes. Right, gonna shoot this one. Okay, get that one. And then there's another one over there.
Target's shields
We got
have
this
failed.
one. Stick a tractor on, now that's cooldown has
Sensors
come up.
detect more ships coming through.
Oh no! Let's get them.
4 shields failing.
There we go. And one more. gone out of tractor range.
Shields have failed.
Let's see if we can get a boarding party on them.
Right shield's failing.
And we can tractor him now because he's back in range. And let's eject some more warp plasma and fly past him so he goes into it. There you go. I'm not going to get away though before he gets the rear shield. Oh no, just made it. Okay. So we have to wait for red alert to turn off before we navigate.
Congratulations on retrieving the orb. You must return it to the temple on Bajor. I will notify the Vedics that you are on your way.
Acknowledged. Okay, are you ready to leave the system? Yes, let's depart.
Congratulations on your recovery of the orb from Gul Kardec. We request that you return the orb to the temple in Hathon on Bajor. I'm afraid that we have not seen the last of Gul Kardec. But for now, the people of Bajor will be elated at the return of an orb we thought lost forever. Good work.
Okay. So we get experience points, expertise and dilithium for that mission. And we also get a choice of 2 shields and 2 weapons. So if we open up our ship and we hover over the shield, we should see what we got currently and what they're offering us. So that's got a lower maximum shield capacity but a higher shield regeneration, and that's got a lower shield capacity but a higher shield regeneration. And it also reduces polaron damage to shields by 20%. So I think the Cardassians might use polaron. I think the Dominion do. Okay, so what we might do is try this one, because we don't want to use the heavy cannons and we don't want to use the turret. So let's try that.
How can I help you?
Congratulations, Captain.
Okay, so let's accept Jabberwocky.
You have recovered the Orb of Possibilities from Gul Kardec. No doubt, you are being pursued by True Wave forces. You must return the orb to the temple in Hathon. I have notified Vedic Kryn. She is waiting for you in the temple.
Okay, so we have to return the orb to the temple. Get experience points, expertise and dilithium ore. And we can choose one of the following armor or shield options. Okay, once we complete that mission, so let's accept it.
How can I help you?
And off. So let's return to, let's go to Bajor. And while that's happening, we got skill points. 1 skill points, and we had got to Captain. So let's see. Start on the left. We've all got we got the defensive subsystem tuning, so we could get the shield subsystem performance, which gives plus 3.2 shield subsystem power. So let's go with that. Okay, so we spent that point. And we're not close enough to Bajor to get the pop-up, so where is Bajor? Over there. So let's head in that direction. And there we go, we got the pop-up for that. Right, begin. We have arrived in the Bajor system, sir. We are, sir, detecting Cardassian warp signatures. It's the true way. They're hailing us. On screen.
I am Gulmutak of the Kriegar, Adjutant General to Gul Kardec. You are carrying stolen property belonging to the true way. Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Are you insane? We're in the orbit of Bajor. We could have ships here in a moment. He has cut off communications and is powering up weapons. What are your orders, sir? Hell Deep Space 9.
Sarah's here.
Commander, we have been ambushed by the True Way in the orbit of Bajor.
In the orbit of Bajor? But how could they? Nerve of the... Sorry, I'm okay. I will borrow the Defiant and be there momentarily.
Thanks, we will hold out as long as we can. And we have a temporal probe as well. So, oh, let's take out...
Target shields have failed. Four shields failing.
Okay, that's him out. Take out the other one.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay. And let's...
Good. You're still in one piece. Let's teach these Cardis a lesson.
I appreciate your zeal, Commander, but let's not get carried away. Right. Can we scan the distortion? Okay. What do we have to do to unlock it? Oh, another key series. Okay. Okay, so number 1 is right. Let's try number 2. Okay. So let's do 3rd digit. Okay, and 4th digit. Okay. There we go, done. There's a communicate in this probe. Looks like standing orders for Nakal operatives in this region. Let's see it.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Alright, we will
4 shields failing.
see if we can do that in a minute.
Hull integrity below 75%. Target shields have failed. Right shield's failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Rear shields failing.
Oh, that's been interesting. Come on. Let's get the hull back. Let's pick up these items quickly.
Target's shields have failed.
Right.
That's the last of them for now. I will remain in orbit while you return the orb, just in case.
Thank you, Commander. Not now. Thank you. I wanted to read that probe. Let's go. Right. Can we read what she was saying? Let's see the communique. The Bajoran orbs represent one of our best opportunities for victory. Stay alert for any opportunities to acquire one. This area of space is prone to visits from the so-called mirror universe. In the event of a meeting with individuals from that dimension, do not engage in combat unless fired upon. Take all measures necessary to prevent injury or death to the Terran admiral known as Lita. Curious, Nicole might be trying to forge an alliance with the Terran Empire. Okay. Okay, before I forget, we got that shield, didn't we? Yes, we got that shield. So let's try that shield. And we'll move the other one down here so we don't lose it. Let's move that over. That's tactical console, so we don't want that. That's tactical. That's an engine battery. I'm not going to use that. Let's move our little Magerto down there. That's a deflector that we're not going to use. That's an engineering console that we're not going to use. Let's have a look. Right, that's kinetic energy, dampen, shield gem. Not quite as good as the one we've got, is it? Shield again. Not brilliant. Let's see our waiting. Give them some shields. You can have that. You got purple, you got green. Is that any better? Yes, it is. So you might as well have that. What about you? That one looks like it's a bit better. And what about you? Okay. And that's just a standard shield, so let's get rid of those. We aren't going to use those either, so let's put those there. Let's turn in that. Let's also do the turn in the temporal probe. We got a reward for completing the Romulan mystery, so let's claim that. We also got the 2 temporal probes, so claim that one. and claim that one. So we got the one for this mission, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's move those packs down, because they're going to be more marks reward packs. We're not going to open those just yet. Refine that dilithium that we just got. Does it say what do we get for that? Fleet marks, dilithium ore, and energy credits. So we claim that. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's just turn those in so it doesn't flash at me all the time. And let's beam down. Credit Corinne indicates she is waiting for you at the temple. Acknowledged. Right, so what we could do is have a tour of Bajor. So this is the transporter room that you first beam into. So if we go outside, we've got several labyrinthian pathways that we can go to. So let's start from going to the left. And in here is the garden. With some plants in it. And we can talk to the gardener.
Hello there, friend. Do you need assistance?
What do you do?
I get my hands dirty for the good of Bajor. We have a full-time botanist on staff here, but I'm the one who helps translate the science into practical applications farmers in this region can use to improve their crops. I've loved green and growing things since I was a child. Some of my earliest memories are of helping my grandmother in the garden, as she taught me the names of all the plants and how to care for them. No matter how much Bajor advances, it will always be a world that respects and values its forests and farms. We live in harmony with our world, just as the prophets intended.
Okay, so that's the gardener. So we'll continue down the street. And we come out to an open area here that leads down to the central plaza. So let's speak to the militia officer.
How can I assist you today?
What do you do?
I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking to you, but I always wanted to join Starfleet, so this is my first week on the job. I was expecting to get months more training, but Colonel Kuba says he needs every militia member on the streets. I thought this was going to be a great job. I get to help my friends and neighbors and serve the community. But now, with the Klingons here, they're so angry, and I don't want to die.
Okay. So let's continue down this side street. And there are several pathways all around the back streets. And there are some missions that we pick up that we have to run around the back of these streets. Let's talk to this militia officer. How can I help you, Captain? What do you do? I'm just trying to restore peace. Normally working security here in Hathon isn't too difficult. We break up a few fights now and then, mediate disputes between citizens and coordinate with militia command in the capital. Now though, we're all working double or triple shifts and it's still not enough. Okay. So let's come down this way. And down here is operations. There's Colonel Kubis. Is there anything else that you need, Captain Wright? What is your role here on Bajor?
Back in my day, things were different.
Now that Bajor is part of the Federation, my job is to keep the peace here. It's harder with Starfleet and the Klingons planet side. There are still Bajorans who remember the occupation. I grew up in a refugee camp and I have friends and family who don't like the idea of any outside organisation establishing a base on Bajor, friend or foe. The Federation respects that for the most part. Curlin has kept his people on DS9. That's fine with me. The militia is more than willing to leave everything that happened off-world to Starfleet. And now, you're here in my city. That means you're my problem. Why are people upset of our arrival?
Peace and quiet. That's what we need.
Our world has changed more in the past 50 years than it did in the 500 years before it. The end of the occupation, the return of the emissary, the Dominion War, joining the Federation, the Undine, the war with the Klingons. Bajor is a different planet now. Some would say it has changed too much. Okay. So this is the militia office. And if we come this way, we have a militia officer. Tell me about the Bajoran militia. Some people say we're the ones who were left behind. What is now the militia was formed out of the resistance to the Cardassian occupation. We protected the planet, worked on DS9 side by side with Starfleet, and even began sending out our own ships. Joining the Federation changed all that. Now the militia isn't needed anywhere but on Bajor. Hundreds of militia officers applied to join Starfleet after we signed the Federation Charter. Most of the best of our young people go to the Academy. The militia is a planetary organisation now. We patrol the cities, help in times of crisis, handle functions like immigration and security, and we don't ever leave home. Starfleet can take care of space. Those of us who are still in the militia are here because we love Bajor. I don't need to explore the galaxy. Everything I could possibly want is right here. Okay. Looks like weapons display. Anything back here? No. Okay. So let's carry on down this way. Nothing up that way. And here looks like a commodities freight depot. So, what is your opinion of the situation here? First there was the occupation, and then the turbulence of the provisional government. When things were finally starting to look up, the Dominion War started. There were days when I didn't know if Bajor would survive. We were in the hands of the prophets. Since then, there have been a lot of improvements. I don't care what other people say. Joining the Federation has been good for Bajor. If pitching in and there's work to be done is the price for all the prosperity and advancements that the Federation have brought to Bajor, is worth it. Okay, so what do we have in here? Just a room, okay. So that brought us out to the main plaza. So where we're heading is that way, but we're having a bit of a tour. So over here we have bank and exchange access, and if we come down this way, there might be some things down this way. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got a little square over here, and we've got a ship selector and a requisitions. We've got mail access. We've got the Starfleet Center here. Where's Captain Curran?
Give me a sit rep.
Curran is running things from his end on board the Defiant. They're in orbit of Bajor now, but ready to move to the Gamma Quadrant or back to DS9 if the situation changes. With the loss of Commander Andrews, Starfleet knew Captain Curran would need some assistance here, and I'm used to a little chaos. My last posting was coordinating refugee transports out of Heterodiny. I'll handle things here on the ground, and you can coordinate the counterattack.
I have new orders for you.
Okay, that's a bit premature. I don't think we've got that far yet. Then we've got Cadet. Okay, so there's a little side mission there that we can collect. Let's have a look. Join civilian. Why are you here? This is my sanctuary. I come here every day for a few minutes before I go home. It's the only time I have truly to myself. I have 3 young children and a business to run, so even when I'm home there's always some work that needs to be done or someone who needs my attention. I love my family, but sometimes I just need to be a quiet place. Okay. And there's a couple of food and drink vendors over this side, and over this side is another Federation office.
Do you need something?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm here to help.
I'm just glad to be here to help out. I was at DS9 waiting for the USS Tempest when the Jem'Hadar attacked. I evacuated with the station staff, and instead of sitting on my hands waiting for a rescue, I volunteered to help with operations here. That's what I do. Operations isn't the most glamorous station on the starship, but I help ensure that everything that needs to be done gets done, so that the captain and the rest of the senior officers can concentrate on the bigger issues. And there are a lot of issues here. I'm Betazoid, so I can sense all of the unrest here. The DS9 crew are mourning the losses and uncertain of what to do next. Captain Curran has the weight of the world on his shoulders. There's a lot of Bajorans who just wish we'd pack up and go home. But that's what we're here to do, right? No one's leaving until we can take back DS9.
I'm here to help.
Again, we haven't got to that yet. So if we come through here, there's a holodeck. Speak to the technician. What do you do? My job here is to keep the holodeck running. The technology part is simple, but then I started working with Commander HM to program combat training scenarios. She's demanding, but I like working for an officer who knows what she wants. If these programs can help one person get ready to fight the Jem'Hadar and retake DS9, all the work has been worth it. The more we prepare, the more lives we'll save. Okay? Alright, I don't think we'll talk to every single person. we got out this way? Here's a medical office. Okay, and we got a medical officer like we have on other places. So let's see, that's another mail access console. And come down this way. Okay. We've got another militia officer down there, which probably would say the same thing as the last one. There's food and drink vendors. Oh, and a bar. What do you serve here? We're spring wine, fine decker tea, fresh mobed fruit and Larish pie, and the spiciest hasparat in the province. Nothing is replicated in all from local farms. That's what the people around here like, something familiar and made with care. After we joined the Federation, I tried to bring some tastes from other worlds, but no one was interested. Took me weeks to get rid of all that Andorian cabbage soup. Right, and we'll get a normal bartender menu, I suspect. The other option, right. So come down to the square, the main square. So let's go over to the water. And if we look in the water, there's some fish. And a little water fountain. And let's go over to where our mission is. There's a couple of other people to speak to, but I don't think it'll advance the path that we're on at the moment. So let's go this side and have a look. Okay.
How can I help you?
What do you do?
Peace be with you.
My task is to try and convey the wisdom of the prophets to the people of Hathon. The ways of the celestial temple are mysterious. What can be understood, however, is love. The prophet's love surrounds us. It's in every rock and tree of Bajor. It's on the warm summer breeze and in the smile of a loved one. When the emissary walked among us, he was the voice of the prophets. Now it falls to servants like me to try and follow in his footsteps.
How can I help you?
Can you tell me about these books?
These are all ancient tomes, dealing with the prophets and our history with them. My people have studied the ways of the Celestial Temple for thousands of years. Much of that knowledge has been retained. We are fortunate to have the words of our ancestors preserved in this fashion.
I'd like to read them. Okay, so there's lots of books in here to read, and I'm not going to read them all. There's another mail terminal here. Now let's talk to... Is there a room this side? No, let's talk to the priest.
Greetings. Do you seek the wisdom of the prophets?
What do you do?
I am a seeker of knowledge. I spend my days in service and prayer. The prophets have many things to teach us, but their lessons are subtle and full of mystery. It takes a quiet, attentive mind to understand. I am not as wise as Ranjan Ravel, but he is always willing to help pilgrims like me find our way. I may never fully grasp the wisdom of the prophets, but I can try. The journey to enlightenment is a blessing in of itself. If that is all I ever have, It is enough.
Okay. And here's the temple. With an orb already. And that is the end of the tour of Hathon and Bajor. Right, so let's go and turn in this mission.
Greetings. Do you seek the wisdom of the prophets?
I'm looking for Vedic Kryn.
Vedic Kryn is in the temple office, just to the east of here.
Thank you. Okay, so this way? No, can't be. Huh? Not actually in the temple. Huh? Okay. There she is, hiding behind the books. Right, speak to the Vedic.
How may I help you?
I'm here to return this orb to the temple.
Wonderful. The prophets have smiled upon us this day. What was lost has been returned to us. You have done a great service for the Bajoran people today, and we are most grateful.
It was an honor and privilege to carry this burden.
Please, place the orb upon the altar.
With pleasure, Vedic Kryn. Okay, so now I need to go and place the orb in the temple.
The service rendered is not the service desired. What does not belong cannot be returned.
What has been returned does not belong. We must travel backward.
When we gaze in the mirror, we see our faces as others do, but reversed.
Your task abides. You have recovered an orb. Now you must return it.
As you must return.
Well. What's that about then? Right, let's go back and talk to the Vedic.
I would be honored to know what the prophets shared with you, if you are willing. Sometimes their visions can be very confusing, and I have some experience interpreting them.
It was very cryptic, but they seemed to suggest that this is not their orb, that I must return it elsewhere.
Elsewhere? But it is an orb of the prophets. Where else could it belong? Unless... Are you familiar with the so-called mirror universe? I know very little about it myself, but there is a book on that table over there by a Vedic Eth describing his experiences. Perhaps it can guide you.
Thank you. Right, let's try this one. I've been fascinated with the existence of this so-called mirror universe ever since our recent contact with it. I have interviewed the emissary, Colonel Kira, and others about their experiences with the mirror universe. But many questions remain. It seems the mirror universe has prophets, but are they the same prophets? There is no mention of a celestial temple, and certainly the mirror Benjamin Sisko was no emissary. I shall petition the Vedic Assembly for permission to enter the mirror universe. The Vedic Assembly has denied my request. Besides the debates about doctrine and theology, the deciding factor was political. The Federation has quarantined any access to the mirror universe, and Bajor is seeking membership. I have continued my research by interviews, but my questions remain unanswered. I fear I have no choice but to renounce my seat in the Assembly and pursue entrance to the mirror universe on my own. I don't have the technological prowess to create one of those multi-dimensional devices myself, but I have an engineer friend that owes me a favour. I am lucky to be alive. I managed to cross over to the mirror universe, but Terek Nor, as they call Deep Space Nine, has been taken over by the Terran Rebellion. They are using it as a base of power, attempting to reassert their control over the Bajor sector. Bajorans are not trusted, and are used mostly for mining and ore processing, a cruel irony given Bajor's history in both universes. But I was able to join the Bajoran workers and get some of my questions answered. The Bajorans of the mirror universe are much like us, and it sounds as if their prophets are also most similar. They even have orbs, such as we have here. However, to them, the celestial temple is myth and metaphor, not a physical place such as ours. I do not know if this is because it simply hasn't been discovered, or if the prophets of that universe have sealed themselves away for some reason. The only way to find out is to either cross over with a spaceship, or to somehow procure one there. I have received a curious message from somebody from the mirror universe offering me assistance. Note: shortly after making this entry, Vedic Heath disappeared and was never heard from again. Okay. We believe this orb is from the mirror universe. We think we can pass into it through an anomaly we found earlier.
Acknowledged. Be careful. The mirror universe is known to be more treacherous than our universe, and you will be cut off from any support here.
I appreciate the concern, Commander, but we will be fine. Are you ready to beam up, sir? Yes, beam me up and set a course for the Badlands. Trish here. What's your status? We've entered the Badlands and are heading to the anomaly.
Acknowledged. Keep comm lines open as long as possible.
Acknowledged.
We have limited intelligence on the mirror universe, but from what we know, it appears the Terran Rebellion spread from Terok Nor, eventually forming a new empire. The Terran Empire has reoccupied Bajor. I believe this Captain Lita is the administrator of the Bajor sector.
I am Gul Haneri of the Torn, Chief Tactical Advisor to Gul Kardec of the True Way. You are not welcome here. Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Red alert.
I believe Gul Kardec must have used the orb from the mirror universe to somehow create the anomaly leading back there. He then must have formed an alliance with the Terran Empire.
Warning. Ship is
Stay on
under
your
attack.
guard. They are probably expecting you.
Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
Right, got rid of those quickly. Where's the, oh. So, I believe we could activate the portal by bombarding it with tachyon radiation. Make the necessary modifications to the deflector dish. Okay, so we'll just swing round and get closer. Right, let's bombard it. Okay, that seemed to work, so let's enter the portal.
Greetings. I am Captain Lita of the Terran Empire. What a pleasure it is to have visitors from your universe. When Gul Kardec said you might be along, I didn't really believe him. But I couldn't afford to take the chance. Surrender. Now. And I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
We will never surrender.
What a pity. We could have had so much fun together. And now, I have to destroy you.
You can try. Weird. Right, let's get to it.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay, there's one down. Get the other one. Okay, that's him. One more.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Okay, send a couple of torpedoes his way then. Now we've got a cruiser, so that'd be a bit more tougher to get rid of.
Growing rather bored before you show up.
Oh,
Target's shields have failed.
let's put a tractor on him. It looks like he's got a tractor on me as well. Okay, there we go, let's pick up that drop.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay. There we go.
Apologize for the state of my grown rather complacent. I shall have to provide a demonstration, apparently.
Okay.
Target's shields have failed.
Gul Kardec warned me not to underestimate you. I won't make the same mistake next time we meet.
Okay. So once we drop out a red alert, we'll be able to warp to Bajor. Let's go. Make it so. We have arrived on Bajor in the Mirror Universe. From what I've been able to pick up on comm chatter, Bajor was reconquered by the Terran Empire and is occupied by them again. We should be on our guard. Acknowledged. Right, so this is the mirror version of Hathon, which we've just done a tour of. So let's have a little look around. Here, it's a lot darker than the Prime Universe. So let's head on down this way. That is the garden. Let's have a look.
I'm very busy. What do you want?
What do you do?
What does it look like I'm doing? Microsurgery? I get my hands dirty, and I show farmers how to grow crops. We have a botanist, but he's one of those ivory tower scientific types that wouldn't know a hoe from a rake. I wanted to be an engineer, but when the Terrans retook Bajor from the Klingon-Cardassian alliance, opportunities suddenly dried up. So I fell back on the family tradition of gardening. No matter how many times Bajor gets conquered, it always seems to be a cultural backwater that relies on manual labor. We live in harmony with our world, just as the prophets intended, whether we like it or not.
Okay. Sir, those appeared to be true-way soldiers. Could they have followed us through the portal? I believe it's more likely they were Gul Kardec's troops waiting for us. Okay, let's pick up that item, since we got attacked while we were listening to that gardener. Okay, and there's checkpoint officer.
What do you want? I'm very busy.
What do you do?
I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking to you. You don't look like Terran Empire. This is my first week on the job. I was expecting to get months more training, but Commander Kuba says he needs every Terran Empire member on the streets, especially the Bajoran ones. He thinks it will pacify them to see Bajorans on their force. I thought this was going to be a great job. I get to help my friends and neighbors and serve the community, but now all my Bajoran friends see me as a traitor, and the Terrans see me as a spy.
Yeah, she's definitely bitter, isn't she? Oh, hold on. What's this?
Gul Kardec was right. You are formidable, but pitifully predictable. Terran forces attack the invaders! I want them alive.
Okay. We're going to have a little battle here then. There's Lita over there. Oh, there they are.
Guards! Guards!
Okay, so we're taking care of that. Okay.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
We will meet again. Soon.
Okay. It looks like some of the streets and are blocked off, and so you can't explore the whole city. Okay, and the Federation place looks like it's closed off. Yeah, so you can't explore a lot of the...
You don't have clearance to be here. Please step away from the checkpoint.
May I go to the next district?
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't have clearance to allow anyone past this point without prior authorization from Commander Achebe.
Okay. So you can't go very far by the looks of it around the mirror city. So we still have mirror fish by the looks of it. And the statue by the waterfall has changed to a dancer. Okay, we could talk to this person, or not.
You have interfered with my plans for the last time.
Okay. So, are we going to have to take him out now? Well, let's see if we can talk to this person.
What do you want with me?
Tell me about this place.
This is the heart of Hathon. The buildings surrounding this plaza were the first buildings constructed in our city. Here, our ancestors raised their families and gave thanks to the prophets for their many blessings. Once, people came here to talk to their neighbors, and we gathered here each year for the Gratitude Festival. But now it is only a place of dark memories. When the Terran Empire conquered Bajor the first time, they posted the new laws here. When the food rationing started, we came here to collect the scraps they gave us. When they took our sons and daughters to the mining camps, the trucks stopped here to collect them. And when the Terran Empire conquered us again, they hung the bodies of those who opposed them here to remind us to keep in our places. I come here to reflect on the fallen and the price of freedom.
Stop! Fighting is not permitted here.
Oh no. These are changing.
Not your affair.
Okay then. Oh, he's got me. Oh, I fell in the water. And we can capture the changeling. so. And that gives us a defeated changeling. And we can turn that in back on DS9. Okay, so we need to treat the injured Vedek. Before we do, let's just have a chat with the temple priest.
Greetings. Do you seek the wisdom of the prophets?
What do you do?
I am a seeker of knowledge. I spend my days in service and prayer. The prophets have many things to teach us, but their lessons are subtle and full of mystery. It takes a quiet, attentive mind to understand. I am not as wise as Ranjan Ravel, but he is always willing to help pilgrims like me find our way. I may never fully grasp the wisdom of the prophets, but I can try. The journey to enlightenment is a blessing in of itself. If that is all I ever have, it is enough.
Wonder what happens if we ask her about
Greetings.
Vedek.
Do you seek the wisdom of the prophets? Vedek Kryn is in the temple office, just to the east of here.
Really? Is she? Nope. We don't want to read the books. Okay then, let's treat the Vedek. We need to speak to her.
Thank you. I feel much better. But a changeling? Here, we only have stories. In any event, what was the purpose for your visit?
I have come to return your orb.
The Orb of Possibilities? But that was lost decades ago, during the first occupation of Bajor. However did you come by it? Never mind. The prophets teach us not to look at their workings too closely. Don't just stand there. Place it on the altar.
You are most welcome. Right then. Let us go and place it on the altar. Before we do though, there's a pad.
From Gul-Kardec to Gul-Palat, I have run into some complications. Namely, some agents have interfered with my plans. They have stolen the Orb of Possibilities. I assume they have returned it to the Bajorans by now. Fortunately, the anomaly remains stable. I was able to retreat to the Mirror Universe, where I have taken shelter with my Terran allies. However, I believe they are waiting for my return. Therefore, I need you to meet with Dumatsu Khan at the facility in the Devos system in my stead. Coordinates are attached.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. This is Mirror Hathor. Right, let's turn in this orb.
We are most grateful. We had thought the orb lost forever. You have restored the balance.
Your enemies lie in wait. They want to prevent your return.
But we shall restore the balance as you did.
You have returned our orb.
Now you must return.
Sir, what just happened? You opened the orb case and suddenly everything went white and we appeared on the Catalonian orbit of Bajor. And we appear to be back to our own universe. I believe the Mirror Prophets returned us. I must consult with Vedek Kryn. Right, let's speak to the Vedek. Here we go.
Greetings. I did not see you enter the temple.
I believe the Mirror Prophets returned me here.
Indeed. I know little of the Mirror Prophets, but if they are like ours, then this is a great honor. Rarely do the Prophets interfere so directly. I take it your mission was a success?
Yes, the orb is back in its proper place.
Then you have the gratitude of 2 Bajors. May the Prophets continue to smile upon you.
Thank you, Vedek.
So, Gul Kardec was a changeling. This does not bode well. An alliance between the True Way and the Alpha Dominion could prove disastrous for the Alpha and Beta Quadrants. However, the orb has been returned to the Mirror Universe, and you have returned to ours. Nevertheless, we must stop this alliance before they can do any further damage. We shall analyze the pad you retrieved to see if we find this Ketracel White factory.
Okay, and we'll get the experience points, expertise, and the lithium ore, and we need to choose an armor or a shield. So again, let's have a look at our character. So that comes with a 40% critical severity and 10% physical damage melee. Energy dampening armor, which has 30% health regeneration. Or we've got a polyalloy weave, which has got more physical and kinetic resistance, phase and disruptor resistance, 30% health regeneration. And what about the shield? Yes, better shield. Rapidly regenerates after not taking damage for 3 seconds, 2 seconds if crouching. Regenerates 4.4 shield capacity every 2 seconds. I'm going to go with the polyweave armor, I think. So let's connect.
How can I?
Congratulations, Captain.
Okay, so let's select the factory.
The pad you discovered on Gul Kardec revealed the location of a secret facility in the Alpha Quadrant. There appears to be some kind of alliance between the True Way and the Dominion. We cannot allow them to join forces.
Okay, and we'll get experience points, expertise, and dilithium for that. And we'll get to choose a weapon this time. So let's accept that.
How can I help you?
And exit that. And let's just stand out here and admire the view for a second. Because we need... Oh, no, not yet. We need to put on that armour that we've just got as a reward. Then let's give him that armour. And check these. Okay, so that's alright. You can have that. That's just a common. Okay. We need to remember that. That's a commodity, so we'll put that down there. That's a locket, which we may need later. What have we got here? Gravimetric field and tachyon harmonics. None of them are really an upgrade for what we got, although what does that? Root and slow. That one seems useful. So let's try it instead of the hold, because the hold doesn't really hold that long. Let's put those down there. Close that. Now we've got an engineering kit, which we can't use because it's for engineering, so let's put that down there. And we're not going to use either of those. Let's put that over there. Like that. Turn in the dilithium. And do we need to turn in one of these? Or did I miss it? Okay, so we picked that up then and claimed it. And the next one is in the factory. Right. The other thing that we could do is purchase another skill. Because, oh, we got 2 points. Excuse me. Right, so we're still doing the captain chain. We want auxiliary system performance. And weapons and engine subsystem power. Okay, like that. And the next one will be 3.2 weapons. Okay, oh, and we have something to select here. I can't get the right one. Okay, so we got maximum hull capacity or subsystem repair. So I'm pretty sure we want the maximum hull capacity. So, 1 second. Yeah, maximum... Oh, come back. Maximum hull capacity. There we go. So select that. Yes, please. Right. And we still haven't got any ground points at this point, so that's that done. Right, then, we need to beam up now and go to the Devos system. So, depart the system. And click on the button, go to auto navigate, and away we go. While it's doing that, let's scrap some of these bits, make a bit of room. Actually, let's go back to Deep Space Nine quickly, if we can do anything quickly. Let's beam down to DS9. Let's beam onto DS9 this time. Right, and there we go, we've beamed into the transporter room on the promenade. Now we want to go to Odo's office. Which was around here. And if we go into the back to the security officer, let's bring up, there we had our defeated changeling. If we go to the security officer, we can deliver defeated changeling to Starfleet security. So we click that, and that adds a new duty officer's assignment Let's just see if we can select a better security officer, like you maybe, and you say you need security officers, so let's try. I'm not sure why it's missing a picture, but let's try that one as well. Oh no, we already selected her. Oops. Okay, must be why the picture's blanked out. Who do we want then? You know what, let's choose Neil. He's not a security officer, but security officer. Actually, do any of those... They haven't got any of the other traits, have they? Let's go for Evan. Right, so it's going to take 4 hours to do this assignment. And we get some dilithium as a reward. So let's begin. And you see that the changeling has disappeared. It's gone into that assignment. You don't use it for anything else, so you might as well turn that in. Right, so let's beam back up to sector space and we will get on with that mission. Beam up to sector space, we don't need to talk to her. Okay, and let's set a course again. Okay, and we still haven't reached a level that we get slipstream. So let's just have a look and see if it's in here. So you've got to reach level 50 before you get the quantum slipstream drive, which speeds up sector space travel. And you unlock reputation specializations. We've got to get to 50 and we're on 34. Right, so let's start the factory. Sir, we have arrived in the Dubbo system at the coordinates of Gulkadek's pad, detecting Cardassian and Dominion energy signatures. Acknowledged. Right, let's go and take these out then. The true way working together with the Dominion, this can't be good. It's all good.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Let's send out boarding party. Send out a radiant power.
Target's shields have
There we
failed.
go. That was pretty good. And I think because we put on that new shield, it's helping us against their Polaron weapons. And just in range, there we go. Not close enough to use the gas.
Target's shields have failed.
Let's on a tractor beam. Oh, bump into him. Didn't want to bump into him. There we go. And hopefully that gas is helping lower his shield. There we go. Right, and there's Jabberwocky over there. Let's just pick up this gas over here. There we go. Quick and easy. So let's go and get the Jabberwocky. Speed up a bit. Drop out before we get there so that you get some chance to recover
Target's shields have failed.
some energy. Oh, he's got a repulsor beam. Instead of a tractor beam, he's got a repulsor beam to push you away. Boom. There we go. Take that. There could be a changeling in the Alpha Quadrant we don't know about. Oh. Right, let's stop. Scan the facility. Scanning complete, sir. I am detecting numerous life signs, mostly Jabberwocky. It appears to be some kind of manufacturing facility. Based on the presence of large amount of iridium, bacantazine I am detecting, along with the Jabberwocky life signs, I would venture that this is a Ketchel White factory. What is Ketchel White? Ketchel White is an addictive narcotic containing nutrients and an enzyme lacked by the Jabberwocky. The Dominion uses it to keep control of the Jabberwocky. Look for a place to beam down. I have located a cave just above the facility that should allow us to beam in undetected. Are you ready to beam down? Yes. And that's our usual waiting, so accept. Right. We have arrived in a cave just above the facility, sir. Scans confirm that this is indeed a factory for producing Ketchel White. If we are going to destroy this factory, it would be great. It would be a great blow to these Alpha Jabberwocky and their true way allies. A few well-placed charges could cause a chain reaction that destroys the facility. Detecting Cardassian and Dominion life signs below, sir. We'd best be on our guard. That's all for now. Right. So there's a temporal probe in here somewhere as well. So we need to keep an eye out for that. So here's a new thing. Repelling. So let's rappel down. Okay. Let's try and put a view so we can see where we're going. And how did they get down there before me? Right. Okie dokie. Right, now we got to go and shoot these guys. Now, we've got that new thing on number 6, haven't we? So we could try that. There we go. Don't know what difference that made. Let's pick up the items. Oh. Oops. They must have put down some cloaked mines. Right. Couple of people down there, but let's do the temporal probe first if we can. Okay. Unlock the probe. And there's another set of digits. Okay. Okay, so the first two are wrong, so we need to continue trying the first two. So 3 is the second digit. Yep, so we still need to change the first one. So it's either 4 or 5. It must be 5. There we go. Nicole has been collecting data about the compounds used in the manufacture of Cardassian White. If the Nicole were able to synthesize it, they could use it to forge an alliance with the Alpha Jamadah, or worse, control them. Neither of those would bode well for us. We can't afford letting that fall into the wrong hands. Let's take care of this guy. Okay, got it, there we go. Right. Now we'll pick that up. And now we've alerted the Jamadah to our presence. So let's take out the second group. Okay. So go down here. And we need to place a charge. And then we need to defeat the attackers. Just like that. This area is secure, sir. The area just ahead appears to be a laboratory, detecting multiple Jamadah life signs and one Vorta life sign. Acknowledged. Let's just pick up that, small power cell, and through the door. Oh, what's this? Oh. Ouch. Well, I'm sure it is. I'm getting shot at. Right, pick that up. And there's a door over here. Did we do anything with that? No. Oh, we need to place a charge over here by the looks of it. Yeah. Okay. And it looks like there's somebody up here to talk to. Oh, oh okay. Let's take care of the ambushes. And now we're going to talk to this guy. Do we need to put any more charges down? Right, let's talk to the Vorta.
Greetings. I am very glad to meet you. I am Naaman, a Vorta scientist, and servant of the Founders and the Dominion, of course.
You're pleased to see us?
Oh my, yes. I have a proposition to which I hope you shall be amenable. I serve a Founder named Loss. He is one of 100 Founders sent here to the Alpha Quadrant. His actions have placed me in a bit of a moral conundrum that I hope you can help me unravel.
Please go on.
Loss was the first of these Alpha Quadrant Founders to emerge. He located and gathered the others into a new Great Link. However, he has not seen fit to tell these Founders that the war with the Dominion is over, and that the Great Link is alive and well in the Gamma Quadrant. Instead, he has convinced them that you Solids exterminated the Great Link, and are attempting to exterminate these Founders as well.
Why do you continue to serve Loss?
Several reasons. First, even if I do not agree with him, he is a god. Second, he is my only link to the other Founders here. Finally, his Jem'Hadar are fanatically loyal and watch me constantly. Although you seem to have mitigated that issue.
If you serve Loss, why have you chosen to betray him?
Betrayal is such an ugly word. I prefer to think of our arrangement as a creative solution to a difficult problem. But semantics aside, I do not feel so much that I am betraying Loss as liberating the other 98 Founders and serving the Dominion and the Founders. I do not believe they would want these Alpha Quadrant Founders to be ignorant of the truth. I also fear that if Loss continues his plans, it could result in the death of Founders. The morphogenic virus still lives in the memory of the Dominion.
Why do you continue to serve Loss?
Several reasons. First, even if I do not agree with him, he is a god. Second, he is my only link to the other Founders here. Finally, his Jem'Hadar are fanatically loyal and watch me constantly. Although you seem to have mitigated that issue.
What do you do here?
My job is to supervise the Ketracel White production. While the Jem'Hadar are mighty warriors, they are not the greatest scientists, nor do we wish them to have the secret of Ketracel White production.
What is this deal you propose?
Loss keeps me away from the new link. They have been raised on his deceits, and so will be utterly convinced that you are attempting to exterminate them. I believe we can help each other. You can free me and take me to the new link, where I can explain to the Founders the truth, that the Dominion still exists, and that you are not hunting them to extinction.
What's the catch?
Oh, I do not like the word catch. It sounds so mercenary. But yes, my price is Loss's life. After I reveal the truth to the new link, you must allow them to mete out their justice. I cannot jeopardize the life of a Founder under any circumstances.
Very well, come with us. The area ahead appears to be some kind of command center. I'm detecting Cardassian and Jem'Hadar life signs. Acknowledged.
I'll be glad to get out of here. These Alpha Jem'Hadar don't understand the proper respect owed to a Vorta.
Okay, let's find this command center then. Is it through this door? Yep. Okay. So there's a pathway that way and a pathway that way. So let's have a look. Can we go through this door? No. Okay then, so we have to go up this way. Oh.
Intruders! I'll put up a force field. You dump the data.
Good running away skills there, mate.
Personal shield losing power.
We've got to stop the first before he deletes all the data.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ah, he's put up a force field. Okay, must be a console. There we go. Lower the force field. Right, there we go. Let's go get him. Oh.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Okay, that's you. Oh, there's a first.
Excellent.
Okay.
I shall retrieve the coordinates.
Mm-hmm. Let's go up here then. Oh, they're very bright consoles, aren't they? Do we have to defend him? Yeah. Set. Get rid of these Jem'Hadar.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Ouch, who did that? Okay. Okay. How much longer is this data going to take? And how many soldiers have they got left? Have to run out of soldiers at some point. Alright, he must have finished. Let's go and talk to him. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay.
I have the data. It will take some time to decrypt, but I recommend we depart as quickly as possible.
Agreed. Right. So we have to place a charge over here. There we go. And beam up. Okay. Detecting Cardassian and Dominion energy signatures incoming. The charges on the surface are ready to detonate on your command. Acknowledged. Okay, detonate the charges.
You are so quick to blow things up. Such a waste. That factory might have come in handy someday.
Really? Okay. Okay, let's get into it.
Target's shields have failed.
Take those. Okay, that's another one down. Get rid of him as well.
Target's shields have failed.
You really seem to have angered the Jem'Hadar. Of course, they always seem a bit angry, don't you think?
Okay, you're over here. Right, let's tractor in. Close to reasonably close. Okay, that's one down.
Target's shields have failed.
Tractor him. There we go. Next one.
Right shield's failing.
Okay. Let's turn away then.
Target's shields have failed.
Right, let's see if we can turn around and get a couple of torpedoes off.
Left shield's failing.
Yep. And there we go. So that's him. Let's get the attack ship.
Target's shields have failed.
And there he goes. Let's just pick up this. Oh, sir, Neyman is requesting to speak to you. Patch him through.
I have completed the decryption of the data we recovered. The new link appears to lie in the Orias system. I have transferred the coordinates to your helm. I want to thank you for your service to the Dominion. I also want to remind you of our agreement, namely, that Loss, or any other founder for that matter, is not to be killed by you.
I remember, Neyman. I hope I don't come to regret making that arrangement. Right. Let's not now for a second, because I just want to pick up that magnesite. There we go. Got that, so now we can depart the system.
Congratulations on destroying the facility. That should cripple the Alpha Jem'Hadar for the time being. But we need to make contact with this new link. Hopefully Naaman can convince them of the truth before it's too late. Keep a close eye on him. We may have a treaty with the Dominion, but that doesn't mean I trust them. Aborta's first loyalty will always be to the Founders.
Okay, so get experience points, expertise, and dilithium. And we get to choose career-specific kit or a weapon. So let's have a look and see about weapons. So there's more DPS from that one. Okay, and what about these two? Okay. Critical severity on that one. And knockback. And critical severity on that one and critical damage. Is it? They're both crit D, they're both damage. So one's a stun and one's a pulse wave. What about the other guys? Let's try the pulse wave assault. He can have that.
How can I help?
Congratulations, Captain.
Okay, we'll select the new link.
Naaman has decrypted the coordinates for the new link. They designate a location in the Alpha Quadrant, in the Orias system. This changeling, named Los, has deceived the other changelings in his link into thinking we are exterminating them, and that we massacred the Gamma Quadrant changelings as well. You must have Naaman help you convince them of the truth.
Right, okay. So we get experience, expertise, and dilithium, and dual beam bank, Tetrium beam array, chronoton torpedo, or chronoton mine. Okay, let's accept that.
How can I help you?
Close that. Hold on 1 second. I wanted to give Scarvin that weapon. Like so, and we'll pop that one over there. Let us what have we got? Let's give Elwood the Ketra Cell White. He can look after that for us. And then we'll fill up these like that. No, you've used all of yours. So let's do that. We don't want these. And we're making a little collection of food and drink. Ship. Let's put these in there so they're not in the inventory. Let's refine the dilithium. We got a new officer. potentially. So, Bolian. Boarding Party 3, maybe. Betazoid. Viral Matrix 3. Okay. Human. Human comes with leadership, which gives plus hull regen rate. And anytime we can collect an officer with a hull regen rate, leadership is always worth collecting. So let's join him. Okay. And we've got some skills. Okay, so let's continue the captain. So, captain, weapon subsystem power. Engine, we don't want engine, so we'll go for the weapons subsystem. Okay, so that's that, and we got a ground point as well. So we got that, and that, and we could go for the personal shields. Yeah, let's spend the personal shield. Like that. That'll finish this side. Because the next one we want is Armor Master and the kit performance. And we also have a choice. Right, so let's have a look. So it's either neural neuralizer or the Melazorian. But it doesn't tell you what they are or what they do. So let's go with the neural neuralizer. There we go. And there isn't another one for that. So let's close that and do the new link.
Betrayal wears a familiar face, as infiltrators from other dimensions attempt to establish a foothold in the Bajor sector. Will the wormhole lead to the other side of the mirror? Only the prophets know what can restore the walls between worlds.
Right, let's begin the new link. We have arrived in the Rias system. There is an M-class planet ahead, but I am detecting Jem'Hadar vessels in the vicinity. I doubt they will allow us to reach the planet unscathed. Acknowledged. Right.
The Jem'Hadar will not likely be interested in negotiation. I'm afraid you'll have to fight your way through.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay, that's another one down. Let's get the next one. Okay, and they've sent reinforcements.
What a waste.
Oh, battleship.
The nice thing about Jem'Hadar is that you can always breed more.
Okay. Let's go and see about the battleship.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Let's send a boarding party to see whether that will help. Let's stick on there. We're getting quite close, so let's put the gas out. Looks like we might have disabled his engines.
Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, this was a bit tougher. Not so easy to take down as the others. Ah, there we go, got him. Let's take those.
To think, I will be the first Vorta to meet the new Link.
Really? Okay. So, let's set course for the station. Oh, bloomin' heck. We'll destroy the turrets and the attack ships.
Warning,
Okay.
ship is under attack.
Few heavy turrets.
Target's shields have failed.
Let's see if we can take out these little ships. Because they can fly around, whereas the turrets can't. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's pick that up and let's take these remaining turrets out.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Okay, that's that one. Let's get the next one. There we go. And beam turret. Okay, and now we can disable the platform. Okay. Right, beam down. Yes, that's our waiting. We have arrived on Arias, sir. I'm detecting Jem'Hadar life signs. We should be on our guard. Acknowledged. Right. Into battle
You
we
have
go.
to admire the devotion of the Jem'Hadar. They never seem to tire of throwing their lives away for the Founders. There it is. It's even more beautiful than I imagined. To think. Below, dreaming in their link.
Right. Let's go and take these out, and then we can get onto that temporal probe. Right. Oh. Right, scan. Unlock the probe. Okay, and this is the words list. So let's see if we can find these. That looks like reaching, so let's try that. Okay. That looks like bitter. Yep. And antiseptic. This is interesting. There's a file here that shows the Knuckle negotiating with the new link. Let's see it.
Founders, my people's ability to alter history could be of great value to the Dominion. We could undo the tragedies of your war with the Federation.
The new link is not interested in dealing with solids at this time.
Understandable. But should circumstances change, remember us.
Okay. Let's take that component. Copy it and clear the probe's memory banks. Right. Onward, my friends. Let's go and tackle these Jem'Hadar up here. Send in a bit of flames to get them all running around.
Personal shield losing power.
Right. Let's go up here.
Flanking damage detected.
Scan the container. Or not scan the container. Okay.
It's almost sacrilegious to have you here. I hope the Founders will understand the necessity and forgive me.
Right. Go down here and defeat the sentries.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay. Defeat these guys. Pick up the items. Another one. Pick up those, right. Then let's smoke these guys out.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, let's pick that up. Pick this up. Anything there? No. Oh, retrieve pad. Where's the pad? Ah, there it is. To whomever finds this pad, know that what you are reading is an act of disobedience. And if you are reading this, I am most likely dead. We are programmed to believe that the founders are gods and infallible, but lately I have begun to question Last's orders. Some of his explanations no longer make sense. For example, we have been monitoring the transmission from local systems, and none of them have any mention of this crusade against the founders. One of my brothers says he went to a facility where Cardassian White is manufactured. He said there was a Vorta there, but this Vorta is kept almost a prisoner, and does not command the Jem'Hadar there. Still, obedience brings victory. And victory is life. Who are we to question the motives of a god? And when a god lies, is it still a lie? Right. Onward.
The other Vorta are going to be so envious when they hear about this.
Ooh. I don't want to run down there. Where are we going? This way. So going down this way. And flame them out. Okay. Ouch. Okay, so we've defeated him. Let's reach the lake. Okay.
Have you come to finish the job of exterminating us, Solid?
We are not here to hurt you. You have been deceived by Lass.
Impossible. We have linked with Lost. He is in the link as we speak. We know all that he knows.
Then he must have some way of deceiving you.
It is true that he awoke before us. Let us summon him to answer these charges.
We have our own witness as well.
It's true, Great One. These people are not hunting you. The Great Link remains. The Dominion has a treaty with the Alpha Quadrant species.
This creature lies. You have joined with me. You know all.
Then you should have no qualms
know.
about linking.
No. These solids have poisoned your minds. I will not be forced to link by them.
Okay, so we have to defeat Lass now. So. Oh, he's got us. No, let go. Let go. Uh-oh. No, let go. And he's gone back to solid form again. Okay. He's defeated. Let's speak to this changeling again.
Although it is unfortunate we had to resort to violence to force Lost into his liquid form, we are grateful for your assistance. We shall now be able to link with him and learn the whole truth of our past. If you are telling the truth, you have nothing more to fear from us. But we request that you leave us in peace. We have no interest in dealing with your kind.
I hope in time you change your mind, but we shall respect your wishes. Okay. Speak to Neiman.
Well, it has been a pleasure knowing you. I will remain here and serve the Founders. They have been without a Vorta and have much to learn about their siblings in the Gamma Quadrant. I know the Founders may seem ungrateful to you, but what can you expect from a god? Still, you have my gratitude for whatever the gratitude of an insignificant servant is worth.
Safe journeys, Neiman. Okay, ready to leave. Sir, Jem'Hadar Dreadnought warping in. They're hailing us. On screen.
Although you have slain our brothers, we have orders to allow you to leave the system. But you are never to return. And let it be known among your peoples that this system belongs to us, and you are not welcome.
Fear not. We shall leave you in peace. Sir, I recommend we launch a beacon to warn other ships not to approach this system. I found a good location. Agreed. Lay in a course. There we go, launch beacon. Oh, there it is. Warning beacon. Let's configure it. Oh, there we go. Okay, and we've completed the Cardassian Struggle Arc. So let's depart.
Congratulations! You have defeated the True Way and made peace with the Alpha Changelings. I have transmitted messages to the major powers of the galaxy, advising them to avoid the Araya system.
Okay, so we get experience points, expertise in dilithium, and we get some weapons and stuff that aren't really that useful to us. So let's just get the torpedo.
Congratulations, Captain.
Okay. Task Force Operations. We need our best captains to work in teams and special task force operations. These are difficult missions that require a skilled team to work together. Come see me on Deep Space Nine and I will give you more information about task force operations. We need the help of our most skilled commanders. Okay. Well, let's accept that.
Do you have any questions?
Nope. Okay. So let's set a course for DS9. And while that's doing, we got two skill points to spend. So we're doing the captain line, aren't we? So we have these three. We got those two that we wanted. We don't want that. Long-range targeting sensors. So the further away you are from your target, the less powerful your weapons are. So you got these three to mitigate that. So let's select the next one. And then when we get... Oh, we got another point, haven't we? So let's fill out that line. Right, so now we're at maximum power the furthest away we are. Okay. So that's useful. And then the next ones will be our hull penetration and shield penetration. Did we get anything? No flashies? No flashies at the bottom. Okay. Yep, so that's done. Okay, so we're back at DS9. So let's approach. Oh, no, have we gone past it? Let's reverse a bit. There we go. Let's go to DS9. And we need to go to the promenade. So once we get there, we will beam directly to the promenade. Beam on. There we go. And we need to go to Task Force Operations, which had a green sign above the door, and I wouldn't be surprised if I've gone the wrong way. What's this? Omega Force. So in here and over to him. You asked to see me.
Yes, I did. I was informed by Starfleet Command that you are eligible for inclusion into Military Assault Command operations, otherwise known as MACO. We are the thin line that separates the Federation from ruination. It is our job to take on the most impossible tasks and make them possible. Special task forces aren't for everyone, but the rewards for those who can complete them are worth the effort. From what I hear, you and your ship are more than up to the task. Completing my missions won't be easy, but I and my officers will do all I can to help you. You will earn the finest weapons and armor that the Alpha Quadrant has to offer. You will be able to outfit your ship with equipment that will make you the envy of your fellow officers. Even special personnel or resources will be available to you. Good luck. You're going to need it. Do you have any questions?
Okay. What is a task force operation and how can I join?
Task force operations are special missions designed for teams. Most TFOs require a team of 5 experienced captains. A few require more.
TFOs are team challenges. As you gain ranks, you will gain access to more TFOs and can join TFOs by selecting one from the TFO menu. Right. And we show...
Borg have been located in the Beta Quadrant. A fleet has already begun massing. The Klingon Defense Force also has a fleet in the area, and we have agreed to share the system for the defense of the Alpha Quadrant. Report immediately to 4 of 10. She is a liberated Borg stationed on the USS Victory, who has been providing us with strategic information for the fight against the Collective. The transwarp conduit to Gamma Orionis is in the Beta Quadrant.
Okay, so... report on Borg activities. Let's accept that. And exit that. Right, so if we click on the task force operations, we now have access to player versus enemy, PvE, tasks. And all you have to do is select which one you want to do, and then double click on it to join the queue. And then when 5 other players, or depending on which one, there might be more, when they all accept to be ready, then you'll put in that task force operation. And there are lots to choose from. There are some ground ones as well as space ones. On the left hand side here you can choose specific ones, so like this one will give you dilithium as a reward. These ones will give you choices of marks, fleet marks, and other types of marks that you'll need when you unlock reputation. Close that. We're not going to do any of those right now. Let's have a quick look at the episode list. So, Borg Advance. Right. Okay, so we need to go to Earth Space Dock, so let's do that. Because I think we've finished on DS9 for now. Okay, and we'll beam up sector space. And let's... Now I think we can get a free transwarp here. So if we select OK, we'll be able to transwarp straight to Earth Space Dock, or near Earth Space Dock, without having to fly across sector space. Yep, here we go. So let's enter the Sol system. Here we go. And we'll fly over to ESD and we'll dock at the station. And we need to find the Romulan ambassador, who I think is probably around here. In the Admiral's office. Here we go. talk to Romulan ambassador. Hello, Captain. Report on Borg activities. The Tal Shiar have gone too far. Their experiments with Borg technologies not only put us at risk of provoking a hostile force, but also put all of us at risk for being assimilated if one of their scientists make even one mistake. Okay, continue. Okay. Where angels fear to tread. I need a capable ship and crew to check on reports of Borg activity in the Burgess sector. The Castilla is more than up to the task, and I know you have previous experience with the Collective. There's no better officer for this task. Stay alert. There have been reports of other ships in that region, including Tal Shiar vessels. The Burgess system is well out of Romulan space. I'd like to know what their purpose is out there. Okay, and for that mission we get experience points, expertise and dilithium, and we get a couple of deflector arrays to choose from. So let's accept that and exit that. And that is a perfect time for us to end this stream today. We've finished the Cardassian Struggle Arc, and we're now just about to begin, or just beginning, the Borg Episode Arc. So if we end it here, then we can dive straight into the Borg next week. So thank you all for joining me today. We've had great fun fighting the Cardassians and the Dominion. And that will be it for today. So thank you all very much, and see you in the next one. Bye!